This is the Po1 Podcast, episode 17, exploring your inside potential. Everything you have learned and watched when you're going to school, to work, reading in books, looking at movies, even from people, places, and things, makes you imagine and develop so many ideas in your head and develop so much skills for your body, but don't know how to use it. Let me tell you something. Why not journey inside of your own self and develop and create something to you that is very extraordinary? Always remember, your mind can take you anywhere into new horizon and forever change your life. But in order for you to get there, of course, you gotta work for it. Nothing in life is easy. So that's why yours truly, and also a guest of mine, who also a good friend of mine, will tell you why. Human beings, like ourselves, are born with natural talents and to be different like other people. What we have seen, studied, learned, and listened from many people, the places that we have gone to, the things that we've seen, we then develop some good skills based on the thinking level and also the body. But you know what? There's always a small problem that many of us have. The skills that we learned, we never use it. We never exploit it. We never advance it. We never unlock our full potential. Don't you know what those skills can do for the world, for other people, and for yourself? Let me give you an example. We see people that we know doing great things to get a very amount of attention, famously. And you're wondering to yourself, if he or she can do it, why can't I? You know, especially when you finish school and wonder, and I know you graduates and alumni hearing me out right now, you get this same little question. Now what? What's next? I mean, yes, of course, there will be a job, but most of those jobs does not reflect on the stuff you study from school. It's gonna end up, working from paycheck to paycheck. It'll be boring. It will be lifeless. It will be irritating, stressful. And then you get this another question in your head saying, I don't believe this. This is supposed to be my life right now. Paycheck to paycheck, 9 to 5, no fun at all. I'm not even having fun in this job. This job sucks right now. This is supposed to be my life? Right or wrong? No, wrong. It should not be. You have a creative mind that needs to be exposed to the public. And the skills that you have learned since the day you were born to now can be used and must be used against the odds of life. So my guest this time is a very good friend of mine. She and I went to college together and studied communication design, and she will and is like an astounding graphic designer, Miss Gabriela. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be on. It's good hearing from you.
Thank you. It's good hearing you too after everything else. I hope you're doing okay as well.
I am. Thank you.
Yeah. I called you today and asked you something like, how can one person, unlock their true potential inside based on their mind, because they were born differently and have many thoughts in their head, but they don't know how to exploit it. Like, for instance, what is their plan to do after college? Like, it's like the what's next question, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's a big struggle a lot of college students go through. What if, because you tend to do this, you go to school for a majority of your life, and now you kind of have to take direction in your life. Like, oh my God, there's no more school after this. What do I have? Like, what am I gonna do? Personally, I think you really need to start putting things. I'm sorry. Let me start again.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. College can only prepare you for so much. I like to think of it as it gives you a skeleton. Like, you have a skeleton of your basic skills, and then afterwards, from experience that you gain, whether in college or after, but outside of college, you start to kind of flesh it out.
Yeah, because most college students, they expect to get their dream job right at the start, even if they have a diploma or two, right? But it doesn't work out.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough,
but it takes time for it to get to your career path. Of course you gotta work a regular job at first, and you're not gonna have fun with it. You're not gonna like it. It's not like the stuff you study at school, but it's probably like a need. Like, you need it just to invest career goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's you only know so much, and then you have to just take more in and just kind of keep going with it. I like many people in the industry. Oftentimes, if you were to ask them the question, when did you feel like you made it?
Mm-hmm.
When you really got your foot in the door. Oftentimes, they don't say right out of college. Oftentimes, they tend to say after their first job or second job, working, that's when they truly feel like they actually made it and got their foot in the door. So, it's a journey. It is a journey to get there.
Exactly. Which brought up another question, like, how can someone, be their own boss, build their own brand, instead of, stuck living with a paycheck to paycheck job?
That if there was a concrete answer for that, everyone would go straight forward and just, if you could buy that, everyone would buy it. The best product out there.
Right.
For me, I think the first thing you could do is to try to kind of take advantage of what you have. Like, unfortunately, life throws us things that we have to take care of it right then and there, and that will often influence in the decisions that we make. In regards to career and direction that we want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you really need to take advantage of what you have, and by taking advantage of what you have, it's not just kind of like, oh, well, I don't know what I have, or like I only have so much. You really need to step back and evaluate every single aspect of what you have in that moment, because your connections are your best friend.
Right.
That is the biggest thing and I've heard this from so many people. Your connections are your best friend. They're my best friend.
Right.
I've done so many things with like through friends or through people that I've known, not because of my degree or the classes that I've taken or the grades that I have. No, it's because they know me for who I am. They know me for my integrity and my work ethic, and they feel comfortable letting me know of opportunities that they run into. So you really need to take, honestly building those connections, and they can be family or friends or classmates, and honestly just take advantage of those and cultivate it like a garden, like a plant. You got to make yourself known first.
Right. And you got to do it sooner instead of later.
Yes.
Right.
You need to know who you have. Like your friend could be that connection.
Right.
Through your friends.
Right. And actually, I'll admit to you, I kind of did that beforehand. Let me just do this stuff, and then I get my stuff get the stuff I really need now. But when I put that on hold, it kind of like, it's kind of like, the late process, because you believe that everything will work out like in the next day or week, but that takes a while. It takes a lot of patience. Yes, you'll be frustrated, but if you stick to it, then it will go out well. Don't give up on it.
Yeah, like you really gotta, like, things like this they're not that quick. It's like a constant project.
Exactly.
Like, you're never truly done with it.
Exactly. My final question, like, there is a lot of people that have the ideas and the skills that, result into crafting and developing something based on their own eyes, but they don't know how to use it. They don't know if they have the skills. Like, are they scared, or what is something else holding them back? What do you think?
Like for them reaching like their full potential. Is that what you're like asking?
Right, but they don't know how to use it.
I like to think that reaching your full potential is subjective, because
Can you give me I'm sorry. Can you give me the definition of that word?
Subjective, so like it can be interpreted in different ways.
Oh wow, learn a new word already. But
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. The reason I say that is because, we as people always feel the need to do better. But someone from the outside may think that, oh my God, you've accomplished so much, you're at the peak of your life. But you always find ways to become better. And so I feel like you never truly reach your full potential, but you can reach a better self.
A better self.
Then yeah, so you can, like, the way you were a few years ago, you may have, maybe you thought you were, better.
Right.
Now you're looking at that in the past, how you were 2 years ago. You're like, I feel like I knew nothing. Like I thought I knew so much, and yet here I am still learning.
You're
so,
right.
but that doesn't mean that you can always become better at your craft. You can always become better at your skills. You just need to, personally, like, you have to kind of discover how far or how wide your skills can go.
Definitely.
Yeah, and what I mean by that is you kind of have to take the risk and kind of see, like, there are skills that I never thought I would have wanted to, become better at. Such as, like, I actually discovered recently, like, I really enjoy teaching people. I love giving people tips. I love showing them things, and that's a skill that I truly didn't think that I would enjoy or thought that I could add to my skill set.
I mean, you're definitely teaching the audience right now, and
Thank you.
yeah, and you could definitely teach, on the online field right now. As of right now, we're entering a new world of, virtual learning, so you could try something like that,
Yeah, it's like you really have to explore the things you may have not considered before.
Right.
Whether or not you like it, you will learn something from it, and you will learn, and those things that you will learn, you can use in the things that you do like.
Mm-hmm.
Skills that you think are completely unrelated to your craft come in handy all the time.
Absolutely. And once you develop all that, you evolved into a new person, right?
Yeah, it's basically, your life is just a accumulation of a build-up of everything you've done before to where you are now, and all of those things made, that's who you are as a person in that moment.
Definitely. So Gabriela, thank you again for for your wisdom and knowledge and the answers. I really do appreciate you doing this for me, and also sharing to those who really do who needs to hear this right now.
Thank you for having me on. I really love talking, and I would love to come back in the future.
Definitely. And if you think about doing your own thing, own podcast or video, let me know. Hit your boy up and let me know. All right.
Of course.
All right. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
What Miss Gabriela brought up were 3 major words that can help you awaken your true self and also help you to do extraordinary things in your life. 3 words are connection, patience, and evolution. Do not wait later. Act now. Get the people that you know, and better yet, search for the people that can help you build your creative goal. And then therefore you can connect with them. And then share with each other with your inside mindset. Like, what is the plan? What is the goal? How can we help one another? That way your communication skills can develop, and then your courage, give you the courage to speak towards a larger audience. You want to be your own boss, right? You want to have your own brand, right? Show them. Don't talk like a mouse. Talk like a giant. Show them who boss. Show them what's your goals and how to execute them. Patience. If you have been listening to this podcast, I talked about in my second episode about patience is your frenemy. Trust the process in your life. Your time will come whether you earn it. Hard work, sweat, and tears. I know school may take you a while to finish. Believe me, I know. Working at jobs that is boring, stressful, and tiring. Shit, I believe you. Finding and looking for more ideas because 1 or 2 ideas that you had failed and crashing down. And yeah, it can be frustrating. But I know one thing though, you don't quit, right? You need it. You need the skills and in education just to develop. You need the money. And also you need to find the good creative concept. And while you're doing it, you are unlocking and develop your true hidden powers. And once you finally evolve, guess what? You're not going to stay where you are right now. Nah. You're going to keep evolving and evolving. You won't stop. You want to do more. And trust me, you're going to love that feeling. As I close out, believe me or not, but God gave you the power. And there is a God. As I said, God will give you the power that can awaken what's inside of you. And that inside of you is hope. Hope is a feeling of expectation and desire for certain things to happen. Hope is something to happen or to be the cause, and more importantly, it helps you believe in yourself and makes you think that you can make it, you can do it, you can win. Starting right now, make something happen for yourself. Instead of waiting for, tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. No, now is the time. Build your connections. Trust the process of your life to your own goal. And once you master the skills, you will gain something far more powerful. You will gain the ultimate power of hope. Thank you for listening to this segment of the Po1 Podcast. And always remember, keep moving forward. Build your connection, have the patience you need, and evolve. explore what you have inside of you right now, because I know you can make it.